My name is Claudia Schouten Jones. I am a real estate photographer, a graphic designer, illustrator, and fine artist. My day typically starts with a cup of coffee or a rock star, depending on the time of year, and editing. It usually starts with editing. I sit down at the computer with that cup of coffee and get started. The typical editing process starts with me just loading all of the photos and sorting them, going through them to see which ones are the best ones. And then I just go through one by one and I edit them. And I use primarily Lightroom and Photoshop. After I finish editing whatever I need to get done in the morning, I get myself ready to go out and do the photo shoots that I have scheduled for the day. I look up the address to see what direction the house faces. Sometimes I do that before I schedule the shoot so that I can make sure that the sun is where it needs to be based on the terrain, trees, landscape, that kind of thing. Then I just grab my gear and I go. Outside of just the camera, which is the primary tool, I have a drone, so I do aerial photography and video. I have a handheld camera for doing video, and sometimes I use my phone for panoramic shots. In Oregon, it's very challenging doing this job because of the weather, especially winter, springtime. When we have one day of sunshine, I might get requests to shoot 6 houses. And then I have all of that work to crank out by the next day or the next day. So I get up early and I stay up late and I just hop. I just edit fast and fierce. When I go to a photo shoot, it's a little all over the map. Sometimes I arrive, I have a key code, and I let myself in, get myself going. Typically, it's prepping the room. It's opening up shades, it's turning on lights, it's maybe rearranging the furniture a little bit so that it works well in the photo, and getting it ready. My favorite part of shooting a house is that I love the challenge of capturing the essence of that house and putting out photos that are just stunning photos, stunning in their composition, in their color, in their balance, and that really tell the story of the house. I love to capture flow of a home. So if I can get a slice of stairway or a little slice of whatever's in the next room, that helps the viewer even subconsciously go, oh, I get where that room is in relationship to the rest of the house. It's very important to me that the work that I put out there all has the same quality, the high level of quality, because that's my marketing. That is my work, and I want that to be consistent across the board. But I love the challenge. It's fun. It's fun. And that's always my aim, is to represent a home naturally. Most of the work happens post-shoot. So it's when I sit back down at the computer to do the editing. That's the most time consuming. Sometimes when I edit after dinner, if it's in the evening because I need to get things done, I might sip on a glass of wine, and that's the benefit of my job, is that a large portion of it happens in my own home, so I can sit in my robe or I can sit in my sweatpants and I can sip on a glass of wine while I'm working. Occasionally I'll listen to music, but not very often. Usually I just stay focused. I just sit in the quiet room and stay focused on what I'm doing. I started with one realtor. Now I have over a dozen realtors I work with, and it's kind of a full-time gig, so it's good.